Gonna go ahead and talk about everything that is podcast and Fortnite related tonight. Here is our table of contents for the evening, if you will. We're going to start on our Fortnite podcast episode 3. For those who don't know, I am Gigasnail, aka 3.1 KD, 20% win rate, pretty much a scrub. Over the hill coach trying to make his comeback. If any of our other guests could let us introduce themselves, Ninja, tech support, Warren, Blue, at your convenience. Go ahead and just tell us your gamer tag, how long you've been playing Fortnite, your KD win percent, favorite skin glider, something like that, and then we'll get moving on to the new items.
All right, Tech, you first this time.
All right. Hi. My name is tech support. I've been playing for like a good 3 weeks. My KD is 1.2. That's a lie. It's like 0.59. But like my favorite weapon, I don't really have one. I just hope to God I can find something other than a white rarity piece of crap. I'm saying a lot. I shouldn't be doing that. But
No, you're all good. I think you did a great job introducing yourself. Can we get the next?
All right, brother. I'm Ninja. Or Unknown Avix, either one. But I'm more or less the comedy guy of this group.
sure.
Constant jokes coming.
Sure thing.
That title.
Hey, let's not overcome, guys. Let him talk.
Constant jokes coming out of here, including my kitty. But well, yeah.
Nice.
I like the new egg launcher, dude.
You like the new egg launcher?
Extra loud.
That's great. Thanks so much for introducing yourself, Ninja. Warren, what about you?
WNX Warren. I couldn't tell you what my KD is currently since it hasn't been recorded lately, but last time I checked it was like 2.9.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Not bad. And of course, Blue, round us on out. Tell us what you about, man.
I'm the #1 player in Fortnite. I got 200 KD. I've never lost a match, and I love the hunting rifle. That's all you need to know.
I dig it. I dig it. Well, with the introductions aside, let's move right along. Let's talk about the new items. Let's talk about patch version 0.3, 0.4. Absolutely insane. What do you guys think? Opening remarks.
Oh, no, pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The guy didn't miss a lot. It's a little OP, but not to the point where damage-wise it doesn't break the game.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the guided missile launcher takes down forts with a more personal touch. According to Epic Games, they've introduced a brand new weapon that allows you to home in on the missile. Might be able to find a video here if anybody else wants to keep giving me their opinions while I load it up.
I mean, I think it's really cool how you can rocket ride with the thing too. And just like zoom around with one of your buddies on top of it, throw them directly into the base of your enemy.
Now, are you talking about the self-rocket ride or the homie rocket ride?
The like guided rocket ride.
Yeah.
Sure.
That is pretty dope. Blue, you were doing that the other day with Coyote and Fabulous and me, right?
Yep.
Do you guys think the damage on it is right? Too low, too high? Is it going to become part of the meta?
That's right.
Is it
I
kitschy?
mean, it could be just a little bit better, but like it's perfect where it is now. Because any more OP, then it might not. It might have to get nerfed. People might just end up complaining about it, like when they announced that they were gonna add jetpacks.
Yeah, but they didn't add jetpacks. Anybody else notice that never actually came to fruition?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Epic
cool.
actually-
Epic is pretty cool about that. They listen to their fan base. They know, like, how to reply to the
They know what their
negativity.
fans want.
Yeah, okay, I've got the video all loaded up now, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Epic Games trailer for the brand new homie missile. Here we go. This is weird. I don't know why this video is not playing. That's okay. We'll come back to it later.
I think tech support is stealing all the internet.
Tech support stealing all the
Tech
internet.
support could use some tech support.
Oh yeah, it's got
Yes,
2 days
sir.
left on now.
Well, in any case, it is a
Yep.
pretty awesome video, and we will make sure to link it in the chat and on the Discord so you guys can go watch it in your own time. I like the way that Epic Games actually does really good cinematics. I find them enjoyable, and they get me hyped for a weapon in a positive way. And I'm beating a dead horse when I say this, but Epic Games just creates such a positive community versus the toxic communities of corporate other developers that I can't help support them anytime they make good decisions like this. You guys don't care at all about it. He's like, yeah, King
I
Snail's
just like
going on one of
playing
his
a video
rants.
game, dude.
It's been quiet. So just
Yes,
let you know
man.
somebody else.
All right, tech support. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout until you figure out your bandwidth issues, man, because we can't understand a word you're saying.
Okay.
That being said, let's move right along since nobody cares about my sweet videos that I can't seem to get working. So we've talked about the Easter launcher, which of course Avex loves. I'm not a big fan of how often they change weapons like this, and I think we lose a little bit of the inventory meta, but I like a shifting meta, and I like a high skill cap game, so far I haven't been completely disappointed. That being said, the guided rockets, I'm a little more hesitant. I think we're going to start to see some super cheesy play coming out of them. And then finally, LTM mode. What do you guys think about the new snipes, both solo and squad?
I love it for nutty plays.
I'm playing it right now, and it seems pretty fun.
Fabulous, and I've been waiting for this game to come back.
Whoa, one at a time. Talk to me, Ninja. Tell me. What do you like about it? Nutty plays?
Yeah, nutty plays because I'm a nutty player, you know. So it actually like fully, it correlates with my tempo, you know.
Right. I haven't gotten to play it yet. Can you explain a little bit more to me? So there's snipers and what else? What do I get?
Snipers and crossbows, my good sir.
That's it? Just the two? No deagle?
Yep. No deagles, nothing, good sir.
I mean,
Just snipers and crossbow.
is it pump snipe only or?
Nope, just snipers
Oh,
and crossbow.
So any sniper, so I can get one of my auto snipes?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm about to wreck some kids.
It used to have revolvers in it, but they removed them.
I am straight going to wreck
right
some
now,
kids.
I'm playing it, and I got 2 blue bolts, a hunting rifle, and a crossbow. So, but
Didn't they also
I mean,
change? Oh, never mind.
I'm coming to find you,
Tilted
Warren.
Towers right now, and dude, it is so hectic and noisy in here in this
Oh,
game
yeah.
mode.
I'm trying to guess my card, Jeremy. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, sorry, my mic's
It's
on.
your close range weapon is basically your hunting rifle or your crossbow. It's actually like your choice. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's your own preference for that one.
Play
And
style,
then,
yeah.
Yeah, and then your long range is your scoped and your auto, and then that's what I was doing at least.
Nice.
Then
nice.
I'd have you can get impulses too. So I was using. Oh my god! I just got sniped. Oh, okay.
Are you in a game right now?
I was using impulses to get myself around, and I'd use 2 other slots for my meds.
Right.
E.
Yeah, as you said, you got sniped. Somebody no-scoped me and took all of my health.
So you guys are
Rip.
pro LTM mode in general, though, right?
Yeah, bro. Like, I think TSM was hitting me up the other day. They were like, "Bro, are you the Road Ninja?" And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
"Yeah."
This-
And then like they started emailing me.
This is
and
a
stuff, and I
podcast.
was like,
Let's try to state a facts here. What about
Oh,
you,
well,
Blue? How you liking
I'm-
the LTM mode? All right,
Yes.
Blue's fully AFK, getting his blue on.
Oh, what? Oh, my bad. I was just kind of,
No,
doing.
No, you're fine. Let me back up, actually, and let's talk about guided missiles a little bit more, because I feel like some people actually do come to this podcast for information, and I want to give the actual information of what guided missiles do damage-wise and what they mean. So for those of you who are completely new to guided missiles like I am, the damage to the players is epic. It's 105, and at legendary, it's 110. Damage to the environment is 1,000. So they actually do a ton of environmental damage. And the lifetime of the missile itself, from fire to end, is 18 seconds long. So you have 18 seconds to home in on your missile. Time
And
between the
it kinda
shots.
really does suck if
Go ahead.
there's like a person on the rock and like you just putting it up in the air and it kind of runs out. You kind of just killed your teammate there. So you have to be careful of where you're putting your teammate if they're on the missile.
Oh wait, you banned? Oh, we can ban.
Okay. The time between the shots is also 3.13 seconds, so it's a little over a 3-second reload time. The rocket speed is 1,300 units per second. So keep in mind that that is slow enough to get shot out of the air, and you can explode if somebody's rocket riding on your rocket. The rocket health itself has 100 HP, just like a normal human, so it can get dinged, but it's going to have to get, you know, like properly headshotted if it's going to get 1-0'd. It will take the direct control of the missile after it's fired. So once you fire it, it goes in a straight direction. And then once you take the missile's, once it's going, you take the missile's point of view, you're unable to move your character. So your character gets locked in, right? To disconnect from the missile at any time, and Blue is actually the one that told me about this, you just click the left again and it'll pull you out, but it'll maintain the trajectory of the rocket. So if you want to get out early and then maybe counter shoot the same place that your rocket is going. They have both the epic and the legendary rarity, and they do use rocket ammos. Now, one nice thing about this is if you set that rocket on auto from behind, you can drop the rocket sight, go back to your main character, jump up, and ride your own rideable rocket. Although you will lose the ability to alter its direction. So just keep those information in mind as you use the new weapon. Oh, also it's found in treasure chests and supply drops and, you know, all those typical places that you would want to pwn noobs at.
Yeah, all the normals.
Yeah, there's also a gray tech now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the next con.
I was actually just gonna get to that. Was that the rarities of the shotguns are now more reflective of the damage they do and how Epic wants us to use them. Maybe you guys could give me some of your opinions on that.
Yeah, so they got rid of the purple tech and the white rarity pump, I think. It kind of sucks, don't get me wrong, but the purple tech really did suck at one point. So I think it kind of put it in a good direction, but some people might disagree.
Wait, is that confirmed we lost purple tack? I thought we got a gray tack. I didn't realize we lost purple.
Yeah, we lost the...
We
lost
didn't.
purple.
You know, we didn't actually lose anything. They just brought down a tier, but it's still the same gun, same rarity. They didn't change the drop chance or the damage at all. They said that in the patch notes. They
Okay.
literally just changed it to make it more like accurate, which one's better for like the blue pump and all that.
Yeah, reading
So
the
it's
patch
like-
notes was a little confusing to me because it says adjusted rarity colors on shotguns to more closely represent their effectiveness. So they're the exact same guns, they're just different colored. So what is the purple now? That's the blue?
Well, the purple would be the blue, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and the blue's the
drop
green,
chances
and
are
the green's the
exactly
gray.
same, like everything.
Yeah. Now, so the pump shotgun also got upgraded, right? So the pump shotgun now is a blue. It has a
Yeah, it's a
green.
blue.
Does it have a gray?
No, I think it's either they changed the gray or they got rid of the gray. I'm not sure.
They
I
got
think
rid
that-
of the gray.
They got rid of the
Yeah.
gray.
The gray what?
Yeah.
Pump shotgun.
The gray pump is now the green pump.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when
So
I
Pump went up.
old me that loved the green pump, I want the blue pump now. That for the same thing.
Basically, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Great.
Which is
Great.
still
Great.
the same drop chance and everything.
And then here is my
Oh.
favorite update. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this just gets me
Oh.
so semi-ed. Increased launch pad drop rate by 25%. Yes!
Is that again?
Per game, every game. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Man.
that's the second time jump pad has been
Yeah.
increased.
I think they've realized that players love jump pads, and I hope they start to realize players love impulse grenades too. Give us
'cause,
grenade
you know,
slots.
you can do damage with impulse grenades, like real damage.
I'm not even worried about the damage. I want the plays. I want the movement. You know what I mean? Anytime you can raise the skill cap on a game, I'm happier. Makes it more
I kind of
competitive.
wish, like it didn't also affect teammates, because you can also kill your teammates. If you're all like on a cliff, just drop a impulse and you just kill everyone.
Oh yeah, like maybe you should be able to turn off if impulses affect you as a teammate. That's an interesting
Yeah.
perspective. I haven't thought about that too much. I know they have something like that in World of Warcraft where you can't pull or throw players from you. They're on your team depending on their settings. But yeah, I don't know how that would work in Fortnite. Personally, I kind of like just screwing around with Avix when he's not paying attention, impulsing behind me. But that's just the love-hate relationship that Avix and I enjoy. So
But you see, brother, is I kill secure, brother. Always the kill secure. Always looking out for my teammates, brother.
are you
Always.
kill secure?
Yes, bro. Kill secure.
I would not
Top
describe you
kill
as
secure.
that relationship in our squad, but I respect
Bro-
that you view that, and I want to encourage you to continue doing that role.
All right, brother. Listen here, brother. I believe it is
What's with the
kill
accent?
secure.
The repetitive term of brother
Yeah.
kind of gets annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah, true. Omega lol.
I feel like it's weakening your argument right now.
Sorry, I'm sniping at some kid.
It's okay.
What was I about to say? Someone
kill
help me out
secure.
here.
Something about being a
yeah,
brother.
Yeah, kill secure. See, I get targeted constantly, so I feel like that should be a topic of itself in this podcast. But that's besides the point. I feel like kill securing is like my way out of the targetness, dude. You know?
Okay.
Kinda
I
makes
definitely
sense.
want to come back to that at the end. Yeah, let's come back to that in the concluding remarks while I just get through our table of contents because my audio issues at the beginning putting us a little bit behind. So the new Easter launch we liked, the guided rocket we launched, the LTM mode we thought was awesome, both squads and solos. Boogiedown contest rules. You guys want to talk about this real quick?
It's the first I've heard of that.
What's that?
It's the
Yeah,
first
it's
I've
first.
heard of it.
This is the first you've heard of it? Well, let me just hook
Yeah.
you up.
Yeah.
And the gloriousness that is the Boogiedown contest rules, linking it in the Discord and in the chat. I'll also bring it up and we'll talk about it together here. So
Does it involve runtime of how much you can dance?
Boogiedown contest rules. So besides the eligibility contest rules, etc., here's how you submit. You must be blah blah blah, judging blah blah. What do they want? Let me get down to we'll get to the grand prizes in a second. Wait, where's just tell us what to do. Essentially to dance. They want you to dance on stream, on video. Make up a dance that you want to see in Fortnite. And if
Oh, I want to put the Can I praise the Lord? Or I'm gonna just dance that on a video and just send it to Epic.
Oh, I can't wait for Giga Snail to do that and it to get clipped and put in every single one of his videos.
Yes, sir.
dude, I feel like
Oh.
if anybody has a chance of winning this, it's got to be Giga Snail, right? Like I dance as part of my
May I
go ahead.
I like send a link of like the video that you should dance and
Okay.
and if you can dance it every time you get a donation,
And
that video pops up.
Just before you guys like lose your minds about like whether or not this is gonna be worth the nerdiness, to get this done. Why is this camera needs to pull itself together? You pull yourself together, camera. You're getting crazy on me. Here are the prizes. Grand prize. Your submission is turned into an in-game emote.
That's lit.
I would have a Giga Snail emote. How would we feel about that?
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
I've got to learn how to do the snail. That must be my dance. You'd also get a Boogie Bomb model ARV $150, 10,000 V-Bucks.
Golly, that's a lot
There are
of V-Bucks.
10,000 V-Bucks?
10,000 V-Bucks. There are 4 secondary prizes, which include Boogie Bomb model ARV $150. So that's like a toy. That's I guess worth $150, and another 10,000 V-Bucks for 4 secondary prizes, 5 tertiary prizes, 10,000 V-Bucks, 20 quaternary prizes. I don't have enough degrees to keep doing these geometric words. 6,000 V-Bucks, 40 prizes of 2,500 V-Bucks, and 30 prizes of 1,000 V-Bucks. So like, basically, if you have any
too many
ability
V-Bucks.
to dance and you want any V-Bucks, record yourself, submit, get in on this. You guys will not be disappointed, I promise. And if anybody in the Snail Squad wins, I will match the V-Bucks that they won.
Oh.
So, yeah.
No,
What if we all did a dance?
Yeah,
Everyone.
bro. We all met each other.
They actually encourage you to have a meetup and do a group dance. They do encourage that. Yep. It's part of the
I
contest.
live in Texas, my dude.
Well,
Better
so
get
do
a
I
plane ticket,
sometimes.
my
I do.
Dude, no, I could actually do that though, since I live near Snail.
Wait, so how would you give us all V-Bucks then?
So, what do you mean?
If we,
I got PayPal, my dude.
Oh yeah, I guess you could just PayPal us separately.
I'm pretty
Like, send
sure
us
this is low key, completely anecdotal. I have no evidence of this. I'm pretty sure Epic Games is going to start introducing some sort of gift cards, or they've already talked about the starter pack and.
Yeah.
I think pretty
Oh,
soon we're gonna be able to do like Fortnite Steam gift cards. You know?
Yeah, you just go to Walmart and like right next to the iTunes gift card, you just see like a Fortnite V-Buck gift card.
Yeah, exactly,
I
exactly.
would not doubt it.
I think that'd be really helpful too.
That'd be like, cause like people who don't have access to like a bank account, kind of just but they can just instead go to like Walmart.
Yeah,
get a
bro. What if
V-Bucks card.
the new ninja is just like out there and like he's got default skin, and that's why he's not getting recognized, but he's like better. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
You know?
Yeah. No, I totally feel you.
He doesn't have all the skins, bro. Come on. Gotta think of the skinless. Hashtag skinless 2018.
Death Elf adds, the starter pack was nice for my buddy that just started and didn't want to waste $10 on a season. Good to know, man. Yeah, see, I think starter packs are a great way to introduce new players to the community and in a positive way. It's like, yo, bro, you don't want to spend all the money. Just do like a little investment to go hang out with your homie, you know? And then your homie brings you in, your friend, and he's like, hey, man, look how great this is. And you're like, this is great. And I spent less than what? Like $5. Like, you can't even get a Starbucks gift card for $5. Like, come on. You know what I mean? It's the cheapest entertainment you'll find.
Wait, did you guys buy Save the World? Because I just now figured out that you can get it for free. It'll be for free in like the second half of the year, maybe.
Yeah, I was a big supporter of Epic Games from day one, and so I went all out and I bought their, not the top one, but the second to top one to support them. I still never got my codes, by the way, to give out to people. Epic Games, if you're listening.
The invite codes? Yeah, I ended up getting 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get them, but I have no idea where they are. ISO says, I've been watching the stream for a while. Great stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, ISO. I appreciate it. Asufo. I hope I'm saying that
Where
right.
are you looking for the invite code for, Giga?
For the Save the World, I guess I bought the fancy version. I can give it to like 3 friends or something.
Yeah, those were supposed to be emailed to you, I believe.
Yeah, they never got emailed.
Or they're in game. I'm not sure because they do it weird.
Yeah.
No, they email them to you because I got the
Yeah, somebody gave me one for like the top founder thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a giveaway one, but I couldn't find the codes. Okay, so here's my next question for the podcast before we start to wrap up for the evening. What would you guys like to see as our guest? Would you guys like to see maybe people who own organizations for Fortnite? Would you like to see pro players? Would you like to see coaches, strategists, developers? Is there anybody within the community, maybe even like Redditors or moderators, that you want to see or want to hear from in order to get information?
I don't know, man. We already have the one and only Giga Snail.
Yes, sir.
So that's all we really need.
All right, well, until Epic Games hires me, I can only reveal so much, you know what I mean? NDAs go so far.
Well, up until we find out that Gigas now is an employee, he's been playing us this whole time.
Yeah, no, I wish. I tried going to work over at Amazon Game Studios. They made me sign a couple NDAs, so I can't talk too much about it, but I can tell you personally, I would never be highly motivated to work in a corporate bureaucratic hellhole of any kind that is currently the gaming industry, with the exception of Epic Games, because they're obviously doing a great job. They're one of the few people who haven't gotten sucked into the corporate devil.
So I guess what you're saying is you don't want to work for Blizzard Entertainment?
I've actually I've done a couple rounds of interviewing over at Blizzard, and they tried to offer me an internship. Yeah, that's not really a thing I'm interested in. I appreciate their community, and I have a lot of great friends over there. They develop great products, but they're absolutely locked into the Activision corporate mindset. And, you might as well just go join the Nazi fascists if that's really what you're into. No, and I don't mean that. Like, if you want to wake up at 6 o'clock every morning and you want to, go finish work at 5 o'clock, that's great for you. But for me, like, I'm an always on alpha philosopher king kind of person. You know what I mean? Like, I go until I can't go no more. I don't take vacations unless it's because my body needs them. These kind of people, they need structure. They need somebody to lead them and help them design a good game. I think true creative, smart individuals don't need that or are the leaders. And so, no, I would reject any offer from any corporation like that. I do private consulting. I've worked with Howie's Game Shack, Esports Arena Santa Ana, Esports UCI. I reached out to Esports Arena Santa Ana, and again, because of private conflicts, we can't really discuss what happened. But needless to say, they couldn't meet my demands. So I think what we're willing to do and how we're willing to do it are two different things. I think Epic Games is doing an amazing job in making sure their game is awesome. I love the way that they're keeping up with the trends in the same way Blizzard is. I mean, think about the money Blizzard has, right? In Activision and all that. They're barely making the summer games, you know, the holiday seasons. Look at Epic Games. Their game is free to play. They made millions of dollars off of the March themed Luck of the Irish sort of skins that they did. That's insane to me. That they're more successful being morally and ethically responsible while Blizzard is not. I think that's really impressive.
Yeah, because like in February they had a monthly revenue of $126 million. That like surpasses PUBG and like completely. So that's kind of amazing how far they can get just with microtransactions, not really changing the game, but cosmetically. That's actually kind of like amazing.
Tech, I think you bring a great up point. I think they are changing the game, not literally the game itself or the transactions, but how they're approaching the community and how they're getting that community to engage with those products, right? That's the transformative, innovative idea that they've been able to do that the corporations have been struggling with. Hit the nail on the head right there, Tech.
Because it's better to have like a cosmetic way to have a game other than just to buy supply crates and just eventually get a gun that can break your game to the point where you can just get a win just from getting a gun. Has where you can just like spend money on V-Bucks. It's your choice to do so, and you can just buy a cosmetic item such as a skin or a pickaxe, which doesn't necessarily change the way you play the game, but changes the way you look.
Totally. And that emotional change is for the positive in the individual. Multiplying those individual positive changes creates an overall positive community. That's the opposite of what you're going to see in something like Overwatch, right? Where they give gold weapon gun only to certain top tier single only players because they ground it out, etc., etc. It's like, well, you're dividing and you're creating division in your community when you design your reward system that way. As opposed to what Tech's talking about and the Epic Games approach, where they say, hey, you guys are having fun. Let's help you have more fun. You know, who doesn't want to have more fun when they're playing video games?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because like it's better to have like you know, just a skin other than like that one dude who's like, yo, I want that gun. So you just spend like $100 on like keys and stuff just to get something that somebody else has. Whereas you can just go to the store and it's automatically there for you to have.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I don't like the idea of pay to win, too. I think it would diminish the community perspectives as well. And so Epic Games is absolutely avoiding any of those methods. I got to, real quick, just hop into chat. Death Elf says, no beard shaving, right? Nope, we're keeping the beard. We're trying to do the reverse man bun to make fun of all those hipsters from New York. So we're shaving the
Yes,
top.
sir.
We're getting ready for a fight, and then we're going to keep the bottoms, and we're going to do the reverse man button. Lay it down, flip it, and reverse it. We're pulling the full Missy Elliott. Well, this has been a great talk, guys. I'm hoping you'll join me for the Boogiedown contest. Any closing thoughts or, you know, like pressing remarks anybody has questions about?
Epic Games, you're doing good. Don't f up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't put my gum in while I'm podcasting. I just remembered that.
At least like you're not like just smacking to the mic like as you're doing the stream. That would have sucked.
Well, I will chew gum when I'm gaming, but I'm not going to chew gum on a podcast because that, especially with this new mic where I don't know how it sounds, so I could just be masticating in people's ears all night. Which reminds me, audience, I know a lot of people don't get to watch us live. This is technically a live show, but we actually do it as a podcast so that you guys can listen to it in your cars or, Monday morning whenever you get around to it, and we can talk about the latest Fortnite forecast stuff. If you guys want to join the podcast, this is a completely open podcast to anybody. The Discord, just do !Discord in the Twitch chat, and we can get you guys in here as a special guest. And then also, if you guys have any themes or, maybe a nice Reddit post, some awesome play from the week that you had that you want us to show on our weekly podcast, we'd be happy to do that as well. And you will earn 1,000 V-Bucks for submitting that material as long as we use the material. So hopefully you guys, can feel free to participate.
Sweet.
All right. I am ready to play some games. Ninja, Tech, Warren, Blue, anybody? You guys want to close out the podcast and squad up?
Sniper right now.
Before my bandwidth decides to booty me, I'm not gonna join until I can get my bandwidth situation.
All right, let's just try to be a little careful on the vulgarity while we're podcasting, guys. This is an all-age podcast. No problem. I'll go ahead and mute it afterwards.
I don't know, man. You people sending in Fortnite clips. I got a really sick Overwatch clip that's just hanging out on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, you can send the Overwatch clips to Blizzard. I'm sure they'll do a lot with them.
Oh yeah,
This is Fortnite, son.
I'm just joking.
That actually brings up a really great point. If you had an amazing clip in Overwatch, like insane, and you sent it to Blizzard, maybe you might get it posted. If you had a decent clip in Fortnite and you sent it to Reddit and or Epic Games, guarantee you they're posting that stuff. They're so excited about the new players.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that's really awesome.
It just shows how much they care about their community.
I do feel that. Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys think the state of the game has gotten a little stale, though?
I mean, depending on where you're looking at it, like gameplay wise, it's pretty good. It's just that maybe the addition of weapons could be, just a little better. But I'm not gonna like kind of whine about it a little too much. They're kind of already good with the game balance of how rare each weapon is, so yeah, they're doing pretty good. It's just dependent on how you look at it.
Right. I hear what you're saying, that it's hard to complain about something that's working so well, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like we could go even further. I feel like we could do a lot more. This is my opinion.
They're like almost ludicrous speed, but not yet at ludicrous speed.
Death Elf wants speed pots. I think we should add grenade slots that are non-inventory, and I think you should add one. Hold on, let me back up. You should have 3 or 2 non-inventory utility slots. You can hold bandages, pots, grenades in those. And I would suggest, if you're willing to spend more than a couple slots, you should be able to do like extra rocket ammo or extra this or extra, you know what I mean? You should be able to stack heavy stuff like crazy.
Yeah, so like if you have like max wood or max materials, you can just add more.
Exactly. Maybe your late game is like 2,000 wood, and so you want to spend all your utility slots on 2,000 wood. I think that would be dope, because it would be an equal advantage to everybody. Maybe start with 1 utility slot to see if it works, right? Don't give 3 out, and then all of a sudden, like, Ninja finds some crazy meta with 8 weapons that we're all going to die to or something. And weapons would not be allowed in the utility slots, might I add.
I suggest you type into Google right now, Giga, on stream, vending machine.
Oh, yeah, I saw Fortnite. That. Have we decided that this is
I think it'll be
a challenge, or is this regular? Because I heard it was for a challenge. That was the suggestion I was under the impression of, and it seemed most plausible to me. I don't think it could be a normal thing, just because people would abuse it and it would cause a lot of server-side error, right? Like, so much lag.
Yeah, I think you could abuse it a lot, but I feel like it would bring more. I feel like it would. So they would have tilted towers, and then maybe they would have like one specific spot that always has like a pretty decent weapon in one of the vending machines. So people would fight there and continue it, or so on and so forth, you know?
You know what else I would like? I think they should remove C4. I think they should reevaluate it for a proximity mine. I think it should be thrown like an impulse grenade, and I think it should stick like an impulse grenade, and then you should be able to blow it up. Kind of like stickies in Halo, but like with an executable button.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Like a sticky bomb.
Yeah, sticky bomb, more or less. Yeah, I think Coyote was the first one to sort of introduce me to this idea because C4 is really not filling a solid role right now.
It's just there to like set up for like traps and stuff. You want to be that kind of guy, you know. If there's like a supply drop coming down, just place it down, and then you can just get free kills from people trying to get a supply drop.
Okay, I mean, I was playing a duo with Avix. It was a while ago, but I remember we were both in a box, and somebody came up and started throwing C4s all around the whole box, and he blew it up. We both died like instantly.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't have its moments. I just think that player use overall is low. Like, they removed smoke bombs for this exact same reason, right? Nobody picked up smoke bombs. Few people pick up C4. Few people get use out of it, but a retuning would be really helpful.
It gets player use, but not to the point where it's like an actual physical manifestation of something that you would actually use every time you go into the game.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Interesting.
I don't know. I just had like an idea. Like if they did have sticky bombs, it has like a 0.01% chance of sticking to your hand and actually being a sticky bomb. It just kills you. Just be a troll.
Or even like impulse bombs. Like if you stuck them to an enemy rather than move them, it should just kill them. Like it should move all their innards in different directions and they die. Right?
That'd be cool. Yeah,
that'd be so weird.
Stick it into the right spot and then it just blows off their head.
Because that would
what
also.
If you got 20 kills in one game and you got a nuclear bomb and just won the game if you got 20 kills? Think about that.
The Ninja would win every
Okay,
game.
we're trying to have constructive criticism here, Ninja, and I appreciate all ideas as creative and open ideas, and so I welcome your idea, but I must caution that it's probably a little wild.
Well, think about the progress, dude. It'd be like MW2 status,
Ninja,
bro.
you just want like 100 kill games, Ninja. That's what you want.
But think about it. People like Ninja can get on average like at least 15 kills per game. So people like Ninja could
technically he's averaging 7 right now, but okay.
Does he not already though? Does he not already?
I mean, when he's aiming.
Blue is actually bringing up a good point about this in terms of statistical averages, and we have a very short sample size for this, but on average, you sort of get stuck at about a 25 kill game in a squad. It tends to be sort of a threshold, and if you break that threshold, you get near about a 44, and the threshold difference is how quickly your route finds enemy players compared to your skill cap. So obviously for somebody like Ninja, that's going to be like much higher, right, than somebody like Gigasnail, who's aka Giga Fail.
I agree with that, but I feel like skill gap has a large factor inside of it because Ninja can kill people in less than 5 seconds, while me on the other hand, it would take me at least 15 seconds to kill like a decent whatever player because just the way he'll land every shot, his accuracy is higher.
I think you're comparing those two things slightly inaccurately though, because I think if you and Ninja start at the same time with the same equipment and put in the same hours, I think you would kill just as fast as he did. So
it's just dependent on how much you can spend on a game and how you would put all your time into that game and how you can shine up your skills, because I'm pretty sure if you were like Giga said, you can just do just as good as he did as long as you put as much hours and as much effort in.
See, I don't agree with that though, is because I think that Ninja has if I had the same amount of hours as him as every other game that he's played in the past, then maybe.
Yeah, but that's true because
even
he did
even if I matched his Fortnite hours, I don't think I would be as good as him still.
Yeah, he does have a high learning curve because he's a priest pro.
Yeah, he was a past professional Halo player, and he actually did make money off of that.
Yeah, I remember I saw him on the main stage all the time. What's up, Ninja? The only thing I would say though, Avix, is that, and I'm a little biased because, excuse me, I believe in the 10,000 hour rule, and I think
I agree.
I think there are some people and I'm going to use Ninja as an example of a skill capped player, a high skill cap player, people who can speed up certain phases of those mastery hours, right? So for me, I'm the opposite of that. I'm really slow. For most people, it takes 100 hours to learn a skill cap. For me, it takes 1,000 hours to learn that skill cap. But my 1,000 hour to my 10,000 hour mark sees far exceeding skill cap returns than that same previous player. So there's different rates of learning. There's different skill caps. And I really think people, viewers especially, should be, cautious of turning long-term professional esports players into gods when in reality they're just normal human beings that have practiced diligently, because it takes away the idea that those young players can also become professional esports, not just gamers, but as an actual profession. Like, you can enter esports as a manager or a coach or whatever. And I don't want to diminish those people's dreams because they think they might never be Ninja,
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think you could be
But-
Ninja. I think I could be Ninja. I think it's all a matter of formulas and putting the right weights in. And I think he's just got a great formula and a great weight and a great work ethic, and he's doing it,
And you also
Yeah.
have to put it into like the fact that he's also married. Like, he actually has a wife, so to be able to also do what he does and also be able to like put money into like
It's
other
his
stuff.
job
Actually,
too.
yeah, because at one point, like, people like him, like YouTubers, did it for fun. Has where now it just has to be a job.
Right. No, it's over 40 hours a week for them. Yeah. Most of them are 60 to 8 hour weeks when they're not, skipping sleep. So absolutely. I it's a little weird that you mentioned the wife thing because, while I don't necessarily think like a woman, well, they're all strong women behind every great man. I don't think women necessarily add something to a streamer other than a support system. And I think any support system to any profession, whether it be gaming or streaming or esports or a doctor, is obviously going to help you stay focused and stay on your top game. I know a lot of us are in school. We're doing side work to go to school to play video games in our off time as a hobby. So we have much different commitments than people who are married with a house or earning $500,000 a month or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah, because like every couple has their ups and downs, but there's always that one couple that like the wife supports the man or the man supports the wife, depending on whatever they do. And I can't really say that much because I'm still a kid, but you can tell that Ninja's wife does support him because of what he can do and how much money he brings into the house, because he knows that even what he does, he can still support them as a couple, as where people as like husbands who play games but can barely keep up with a job and their wives can't necessarily agree with what their dream can be. So I mean, depending on how you look at it, you could actually maybe make a job of whatever you're trying to do.
no, I completely agree. Maybe you're a little traditionalist in your perspective, which is not a bad thing. Some people, really embrace those gender roles and lead to wonderful marriages.
Yeah.
I think you're right in stating, though, that they are a strong couple and that neither he could be successful without her or vice versa. You say she supports him. I think he's just equally supporting her, and I think they're a team together, and that's really important to remember.
I could see where. Yeah, that's my bad. That's not my fault, but it could lead the other way. Like a woman
totally.
could
Yeah.
do the same.
And
should've
I
probably
think
cleared that
I
up.
think it's great actually for couples who don't mind, embodying those traditional gender roles. There's nothing wrong with that, right? If you if you want to play a more female role and a guy wants to play a more male role, or vice versa, like I would love to be a stay-home dad. Like, I'm just huge on children, child rearing, and I just love children and teaching them. So if my wife wanted to be some big superstar streamer, I would support her fully. And it sounds like Ninja has a wonderful partner. Hey, what is up, Failer?
Would
How you doing?
Support?
Go ahead.
Would you support that your wife basically, like, if there was no progress being made?
Yeah, because I would not marry somebody I didn't believe in. Absolutely. If my wife or my partner was struggling in whatever their dream was, I would continue to support that I would try to also, have
Oh.
that open discussion about, how much progress are we making? Can I help you make more? Is this an insurmountable problem, or is there a different approach we need to take? So I don't think necessarily metrics are the way you measure success. And I think that's a whole other issue probably for a different podcast that is kind of just prevalent in our society altogether, right?
It went from Fortnite to be like to different stands on how Fortnite couples are not Fortnite couples, but like streaming couples.
Well, that might be a great topic for next week's podcast, actually, since we're a little over time as it is right now. Maybe we will try to reach out to some top tier broadcasters and see how their relationships have fared. Just off the top of my head, I can think of, a couple breakups and infidelities and long-term marriages. So I'm sure we could get a spectrum
Kind
of
of like Dr.
everybody.
Disrespect.
Let's not name names in this podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's
We'll
my bad,
reach
that's
out
my
to
bad.
people's PR and we'll see if they want to come on and talk about their situations. I would like
That's
to keep
my
the
bad.
podcast focused on Fortnite whenever possible. But yeah, I think we've done pretty good today. Any closing remarks? Anything we need to talk about?
Yeah. Why Ninja gets targeted always?
Okay.
No, man.
So let's talk
Closing
about
remark,
that.
We're about to get some dubs.
So let's talk about that. What players in my squad, aka Ninja, feels like he gets targeted a lot, and I'm sure many players feel that as well. Do you think it's a skin issue? Do you think it's a positioning issue? Do you think it's a naming issue? As the person who gets targeted, maybe you should open Ninja. Why do you feel you get targeted?
Because I'm better, and I'm good, and they sense that from my play style. You know what I mean?
So you
I
have
don't know.
this like aggressive, sort of alpha mentality, and they want to shut that down as quickly as possible.
Yes, exactly. They can sense that, oh my god, this guy will kill us all and frag out and get the nuclear bomb. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm gonna tell you a
Yeah.
little bit of an anecdote. I can't talk. Worst podcast ever. Narrator can't speak. A story about a time where I was in a pink bear outfit and I was charging. I think Coyote was there, so he'd probably be the only good witness. But I was charging towards these three guys, and Coyote was like, "You're gonna die! Don't charge towards them." And so I just stopped running. I just walked, and I just strafe walked up to him. And I explained to Coyote that it's not so much about positioning or counter firing. I mean, those things help. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, you need to have fundamental gameplay. But there's a psychological aspect to any warfare. And not being afraid of dying is an intimidation to the enemy, right? If the enemy thinks you won't get hit, they have a lot harder time hitting you. So that would be one piece of advice I would give you. And the second piece of advice I would give you, and this is not towards you individually, Ninja, but just people listening because you're on my squad and you know my strats all the time. And that would be positioning. So always set up triangle positions when possible. Have one person in front pushing or two people in front pushing and one person in back covering, and vice versa. Those kind of things, and not standing and stacking on top of each other, really help a lot in terms of getting things done without being targeted.
Gotcha.
Any other tips for Ninja?
What I really want to do is those solo snipes.
Snow snipes? All right. Tech, Warren, any other tips for Ninja before we go about how not to get targeted?
I don't know. Maybe he should just not run at enemies directly.
Keep a low profile. If you've got a good gun, don't try to see someone who's at least 82 meters, not 82 meters, but at least 200 meters away. Don't try to shoot them from that far.
I feel like Ninja gets targeted because all of us are a little bit safer with all of our playstyles compared to when he's playing. He's a lot less safe than what we do. He peeks a lot more, shoots a lot more. He's getting in the action.
Yeah, but that's also a play style, right? Too that's one of the reasons I love Avex. I'm not against his aggressive play style. The only thing,
Because there are people who are more offensive as opposed to defensive. There are people
Right.
who would build a base and kind of protect that base.
Totally. There's one other thing I was gonna just tell Avix about getting shot early. Oh, the cross peak and like the baiting and the synergy. So there's like a momentum that happens, and this is not really again directed at Avix. This is more of a community thing that Avix is already well aware of. I'm just using Avix as an example. So whenever you're in a squad game of 4 players, try to find synergy with somebody. I call it battle buddy, to find synergy with at least one other player in your squad, meaning you're sort of shooting at the same thing, you guys are thinking the same ways, you're moving the same ways, you're flanking, etc. But then the squad in general should also have like a squad shot. One of the things I learned from Halo that is absolutely unreal, and this comes out of the Korean esports community, is full cultural mentality. Like if we all shoot one bullet at one target, that target dies. It doesn't matter who gets the kill. There's an individual capitalist sort of character that Americans and North Americans especially tend to embody, which isn't as profitable in terms of the final scoreboard, in that we're each going for our own kills. You know, I might see Avix shooting guy B and I go, oh, Avix is going to kill that guy. I'm going to shoot guy C so that I can get that kill, so that we each get one, right? Well, it takes us longer to engage in those fights, and then poor positioning and other mistakes can happen, and then all of a sudden simple fights that we should have won if we had been synergized either in battle buddy or in squads suddenly become a loss for all of us. That's something to keep in mind whenever you're having positioning and targeting issues like that, because it may mean that whoever you are that's getting targeted first, in our case it's Avix, it's probably because he's some sort of key position in our strategy that we're not executing properly. He's probably that front push man or that back coverage guy, and we're not giving him the cross coverage he needs in order to maintain his job. So that would just be the only thing I could tell you, Ninja, that and get rid of Rust Lord or whatever skin you were rocking.
Yeah, it kind of sucks when you're trying to hide and you have a pink bear skin hiding in a bush.
Well, see, that's one of the reasons I play Pink Bears, because I want attention. I want people to come to me, because I know I scare people. You know what I'm saying? Like, my shots are, well, and when they're not, they just kill me and I don't care about it.
Because there are some people who like try to play in the shadows, like have like this John Wick. The John Wick, one, the Reaper.
Yeah, John Wick.
Kind of helps with like being in the shadows, and other ones kind of like the Pink Bear costume, obviously, that like help you stick out like a time.
Does the John Wick intimidate you guys when you guys see it?
No.
Not really.
Not really. I mean, because you don't really buy the John Wick. You have to keep playing the game.
No, you buy John Wick.
That's probably why it doesn't intimidate me, is because I know a lot of people who have just spent money to get it, so I'm like, oh, this guy probably just bought it. And if they actually did play the game to get it and they already have it, then yes, I would be completely intimidated.
Yeah.
Because like you have to buy the battle pass in order to get it, but you can still buy it. But there are some people that do wait until they get all the way to the end of.
I'll tell you the two skins that scare me right now, and that is the Black Skull Halloween one. Anytime I see that guy, I'm like, okay,
this guy
I'm securing up.
Skeleton one?
Yeah, the skeleton one, and then the gingerbread one. That's the other one that just terrifies me, because any player still rocking the gingerbread is
either that or the Nutcracker one.
Yeah, Nutcracker doesn't get me so much. I will say the Black Astronaut got me at first until everybody had it, and then I got way less scared.
Dark Voyager one.
Dark Voyager, yeah. The White Astronaut is such a joke. It's the new Rust Lord.
I know. Like as soon as the season 2 was released, you just go into a lobby, and all you see is just white astronauts all over the place.
Yeah.
Now all you see is like Rust Lords doing the take the L dance.
All right, guys, I really do have to end it. We are going to go into the outro. Thank you guys so much for following. If you haven't yet, go ahead and follow me over at twitter.com/GigasnailGaming. Join our Discord. All the links are down below. Don't forget to enter our giveaways, which are also awesome, and V-Bucks for days. So I don't understand why people don't enter them, but that's okay. That's what people want to do with their lives. And if you guys want to be on the podcast next week, go ahead and send me a private DM, and we will do our best to make sure that happens. I will see you guys next time. Remember, at the end of the day, you're very much loved, supported, and appreciated. Namaste. I will be ending the stream now, and we will be doing a Fortnite stream afterwards. Peace out.